Hello everybody, my name is Diana Cardona from Las Parceritas Chocolafé, home of Money Nuts. And I'm here to share with you this wonderful recipe that I saw in the internet that I thought it was very nice, very easy to do with salmon that maybe you can share with your family and friends these festivities that are coming up. So what I have here is 3 pieces of salmon. It's better always to use the fresh salmon, but if you have the frozen one for any reason, make sure it's actually very soft, but make sure you dry it, because when you dry it cooks better. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna be using either salt or any other species that maybe you wanna use. So in this case, I'm using Goya because it has like a mixture. So you put a little bit, not too much. If you don't like it too much, you don't have to put too much. You just put just enough. I'm gonna put it right here, and then you can use the fresh garlic too, but if you don't have fresh garlic, you can also use it in powder garlic. Garlic gives a spectacular flavor to everything. When it comes to onion and garlic, it's me coming up. So then you put it here. Make sure, I'm gonna leave it open because I'm gonna turn it around and then I'm gonna put it in the other side too. So this one is like similar to paprika too. You can use it. This one is called wood fire garlic. That's why I didn't put too much, because this one already has the color and the garlic too. So very little, just to give it a little color on top, like you can see right here. Not too much. Remember that your hands need to be very washed, very clean, because you're gonna be touching it, so it gets stick to the salmon. Okay, then you're gonna turn it around like this. This one, okay. I'm gonna get some paper towel here. Okay, so then you grab the garlic again, very little, not too much. And you're gonna put it on top. There you go. The salt. And then the paprika. In Spanish, we use something that is called triguisar, and it's very nice too. We use it in soups, we use it in other different types of cooking that we make, and it gives a nice flavor. So now what we're gonna do is put a little bit of oil. We're gonna turn on the stove. And let's try to put it not so high, just a little bit. And the cover, you're gonna use it later, not right now. But right now we're gonna put a little bit of oil as well, because it needs to like fry it a little bit. You don't make it deep fried or anything like that, but put a little bit of oil. You can use vegetable oil, but it's better if you use olive oil. But right now I'm using sunflower oil, so any oil is good. Is the way you like it. Is the way you like it. So you put a little bit, because it's 3 pieces. Okay. Okay, so in the meantime, while it's heating up right here, what we're gonna do is to put a little bit of the black pepper. Black pepper gives a nice flavor. Some people don't like it. In this case, we love it. So let's put just a little bit in both sides, okay? You turn it around. And that way it can marinate and it can actually take the flavor of all these species. Okay, we're gonna put them on the side. We're not gonna use them anymore. So in the meantime, while it's heating up here, what we're gonna do in this one, because we're gonna have a nice sauce that we're gonna put with the salmon. So I'm gonna put together a little bit of lemon juice. This one, you can use this one here. It's super juicy. So we're gonna use a little bit of that one, and we're gonna put it in one bowl. You can use, depending on the amount of salmons that you're gonna use, is the amount of juice and different ingredients that you're gonna have. Since I'm gonna have only 3 pieces, I put half of lemon, and I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons of honey. 2 tablespoons of honey. There you go. I'm gonna put it right here. Okay, and then we're gonna put 1.5 tablespoons of soy sauce. Okay. So this one, do not put anything else. And then you're gonna have this stir machine. I love it. And then you're just gonna stir. Stir, stir, stir. Very softly so that you don't make a mess. So remember, it's the lemon juice, honey, and soy sauce. It's gonna taste delicious. Remember that we're not gonna add any salt or anything unless you want to, but I'd rather not because the salmon is already flavored enough right now, so we don't add anything else. So stir it as much as you can so you don't feel the honey, because sometimes because the honey is so thick, it tends to stay in the bottom of the bowl, but it's better to kind of mix it so you feel that it's already mixed, everything, all the ingredients together. You're gonna be able to go around smoothly, just like that. See? Very liquid, like you can see. There you go. So now we're gonna just leave it there, and we're gonna check if it's hot enough. Right now it's heating up very nicely. We're gonna put a little bit, almost high, not too much. Okay? And we're gonna get ready to put our salmon inside the pan. You can use your hands. Right now this salmon is a little bit too soft, so you're gonna be using your hands instead. But if it's not too soft, you can use the spatula. Oh yeah, the spatula. Be careful you don't burn your hands. And you can put them just around so you can see all of it. There you go. Now we can see our salmon is frying right now, little by little. Some of the stuffs, they go faster than others, but it's okay. We just give it some time. In the meantime, don't cover it in the beginning. We don't cover it right now. And what we're gonna do is, in the meantime, we're gonna be doing the salad that is gonna be next to the salmon in the moment that you serve. So for that, we're gonna be using these ingredients. I'm gonna put this sauce on the side, I'm sorry. So we're gonna be using some cucumbers, some carrots, tomatoes. You can use parsley, but I like to use cilantro too. The cilantro, we use it not only for the salad, but also to put on top of the salmon when it's done. I love it. So we're gonna put these carrots right here. So another thing that we're gonna get ready is slices of lemon, because the slices of lemon, after the salmon is already cut, we're gonna put them on the side, and then that's gonna give not only a good smell and help with the flavor, but also it has a good look. So we're gonna cut the lemon before we do that. You can do it in 2 ways. So I'm gonna do first one way. You can do it a whole circle like this, and since we have 3, we can use 2 and 3. Okay, you can do this. You can do this and put 1 slice in everything, or you can do it half circles. So that way, I like to do a half because it looks kind of a little better. That's why I like it. So you can cut a few, and you can put 2 slices, 2 halves in each, on top of each salmon. Just like this. You cut it very careful with your fingers. Make sure your knife works properly, because sometimes because of the knife you can cut yourself. This one, let's do it half because it's kind of hard to cut it. Okay, so we're gonna put it like this. Get it ready for the other one. So right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the cucumber. So we cut the corners. Remember, you have to wash all the vegetables. This is properly washed before we start the show. We wash them and get them ready so we can show it to you, but make sure everything is washed properly. Okay, so what I do with this one, I like to put them in little squares. So I cut it like this, and I cut it in 4, okay, and then I cut it in little squares. And I'll do that with all the cucumbers, all the little pieces of cucumbers. If you don't like cucumbers, you can always use another vegetables that you like. Some people use fruit too in their salads, so that's good. And you are welcome also to put music while you're cooking. Makes you happy. So right now, let's put the cucumber inside this big bowl where we're gonna mix all the ingredients for the little sauce, for the little salad that is gonna be next to it. We're gonna do the same thing with the tomato. The tomato, I like to cut this little black thing. I don't know how you call it in English, but I'm gonna take it off. And then do squares as well. So you can mix it. Just make sure you keep an eye on your salmon, it's still good. We're gonna turn it around in a moment. All right, so we have the tomatoes and the cucumbers. So now let's go to the salmon, and we're gonna turn it around. Now you can see, it already smells good. So we're gonna turn it here. And then after we turn it for the first time, we're gonna cut it. Make sure you don't cook it too much because we don't want the dry salmon. So let's cover it for a little bit so it will cook. You can smell it already. In the meantime, we're gonna be cutting the rest of the ingredients. The carrots, we're not gonna put it next to the salad because the carrots, I would like to cook them a little bit before I mix it with the salad, okay? So we're gonna cut it like a little bit in angle, like you see, this angle. If you don't like carrots, you don't have to put them on, although have in mind that carrots, they're so good for you. So any way that you can eat it, take advantage of their vitamins and everything. Okay, so we put all these carrots in an angle. I'm not gonna use this one. I'm gonna put it right here, already cut, so we can put them inside the pan when we finish cooking. And then the cilantro, remember you have to wash everything very well before. We did wash this before we start the show, so everything is previously washed. So the cilantro, we cut it in very little pieces. Very little pieces, just like this. Because we're gonna make sure we put it on top and we mix it with the salad, and we mix it with the salmon as a decoration too on top. It looks amazing. So if you have little big sleeves when you're cutting the cilantro, make sure you just, with the same knife, you put it together and continue cutting. Okay. I'm gonna be watching this bowl so I can put the cilantro in it. Okay, so we're gonna put the cilantro right here. So we're gonna get everything ready. Okay, I'm gonna move this table right here. I'm gonna get this ready. Now you have an avocado. I like to put avocado too next to everything that I eat. Most of us in the Spanish community, we also use avocado in our breakfast. Tastes delicious. So I'm gonna be cutting the avocado like this. Then you twist it, and you can tell it's a perfect avocado. Super green and nice. It's not that hard. It's super soft. So the way I take this seed from the middle, so I can work better with my avocado is I go with the knife like this and then I twist it around like this. If it doesn't work in the first one, you can use the second one and then it comes out like that. Okay. So you put it to the side here. And then the way I like to cut my avocados, let me just get a little plate here so I can get them ready. So the avocados, since they have the skin, I don't want to put the skin, but you can cut them like this, one by one, little slices, and you can cut through the skin a little bit, and then one by one, you take the skin out very softly, being very careful so you don't break it, and then put it like here, and then we're going to use the next one. In the meantime, keep checking your salmon. Okay, very softly. This one is very easy to take. And you can use the same, you can do the same thing with the other half of the avocado. Just like some people just go like this and like that. But be careful because you don't want to go too deep because maybe you can cut your hair. And you cut it in half and then do both at the same time. When the avocado is still not ready, the skin is very difficult to take. So you have to make sure the avocado is ready. If not, maybe you can hold it a day. The next day you can use it. Okay, so I have the avocado ready, so for the time of serving. Okay, so now I'm ready to check the salmon, so we don't want it to get burned. And we're gonna turn it again. It's almost ready. This one is a little bit. I think it's done. So I'm gonna turn it off, put it away from the pan. Okay? Excellent. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna put a little bit of these lemon slices on the side like this. Okay? I'm gonna put it back for a little bit. Sorry, let's put it back for a little bit only. So we can put the sauce that we created, remember? This beautiful sauce that we did. And we throw it on top of the salmon. In each salmon. This is a different way to do the salmon and to cook it. It's gonna be a little sweet for the sweet lovers. There you go. And make sure you cover it so all the steam and everything goes around. Okay? So in the meantime, we're gonna get the plates ready to serve the salmon. I'm gonna get them here. We have 3 pieces, so we're gonna do 3. Okay, so in here, we're gonna do 2 pieces of avocado to each. Make sure they are like in the same size, both of them, so it looks nice and perfect. Just like that. For this nice salad, before we put the carrots on, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the tomatoes, cut the avocados. You can use a spoon to cut them if they're very soft. You just hold them a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you can use the knife, you can use a spoon too when it comes to the avocado. And then you throw them inside the salad. Just like this. You don't have to put too much because then you mix it, okay? Okay. So make sure for this one, you add a little bit of salt again. If you want to have this mix, it tastes very good. Don't put too much. Then we use a little bit of the oil. Not too much either. And then garlic. It's gonna be very flavorish. And for the black pepper lovers, we put a little bit too. And make sure that with the same spoon that you cut too, you can mix it. You can mix it. You can mix it. If you like feta cheese, you can also add your feta cheese in it. It tastes delicious. Okay. So it's almost ready. So remember that the lemon slices is to have this nice flavor. Nice flavor. And like you see, the color is beautiful. Just leave it one more minute and we're gonna be all set, ready to go. Okay. So you can grab the cilantro now that the salad is almost ready, and you can put it a little bit on top, just like this. I love cilantro. I put cilantro in everything I do. Sometimes you don't have a lot of time to cook, but when you cook, I put cilantro. All right. Very good. So we're gonna leave it just like that, and I think our salmon is ready. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna serve it on the side. Let's just move the avocado a little bit to the side. There you go. Always try to make it nice and beautiful. In this one, we can put it on the side like this. Now, the same sauce that you have here, you're gonna put the carrots for just a little bit. The carrots, I always like them to be a little bit cooked. And this one is gonna taste delicious. I'm gonna put the full power on this oven, on this stove. And then you cover it. This one is for garment. You can put a couple of them like this. Okay, and you see it's already looking beautiful. And this one, let's start to put it on the side here. And just leave a little space for the carrots, okay? And make sure they have even tomatoes and cucumbers. They're spread out evenly, okay? Make sure it's avocado too in all of them with this nice, beautiful, tasty sauce. It's a very healthy dinner. Okay, let's put a little more in this one. There you go. A little more with the carrots, and then all set. We just need them to have a little flavor. We don't want them too soft either. We just want them to have a little flavor so you can combine the taste. For the carrot lovers, if you don't like carrots or you don't think it goes well with the salmon, you're welcome to use other vegetables that you like. But in my preference, I like carrot salads. Plus, they're very beneficial for you. So we're gonna turn it off now. And we're gonna serve a little carrots on the side here. You can put small ones and big ones to each, okay? Just like that. There you go. All right, so one of the things that I like to do is, you see all this juice and the rest of the sauce that is here. At the end, I like to get a spoon It's right here. And you can actually pour it on top of the salmon, just like this. So it has the nice flavor on it. Okay, and to finalize the decoration of the salmon, we're gonna put a little bit of cilantro. Okay, so here, nice healthy dinner of honey sweet salmon. I hope you like it. And remember to keep watching What's Cooking Revere.